His Excellency Chancellor Olaf Scholz. I'd like to greet also the members of the German delegation, the delegation that has accompanied me here. Good afternoon. First and foremost, I would like to express my appreciation to the Chancellor for his gracious invitation for me to come and visit Germany. I am very pleased as Germany is a very important partner to the Philippines. And I'm honored that this visit coincides with the 70th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the Philippines and Germany, which were established in October of 1954. I look forward to those commemorative activities to be undertaken here in Germany and in the Philippines in the coming months. My meeting with Chancellor Scholz was productive and insightful. We discussed the importance of advancing peace and development in the Philippines. As like-minded partners, we reaffirmed our commitment to promoting the rules-based international order, extending our commitment beyond our own regions to contribute to the broader global community. On defense cooperation, Germany has been providing training to the personnel of the armed forces of the Philippines since 1974, making Germany the second oldest formal defense partner of the Philippines. And I expressed the Philippine government's openness to discussions and cooperation that go beyond training and into new areas such as cyber and maritime domains. We already have had many exchanges with Germany in terms of training for our armed forces and of course the Coast Guard as well. And that we have agreed with the Chancellor to expand that because it really it has to be recognized that the South China Sea handles the 60% of the trade of the entire world. So it's not solely the interest of the Philippines or of ASEAN or of in the Pacific region, but the entire world. And that's why it is in all our interest to keep it as a safe passage for all international commerce that goes on in the South China Sea. And on a more general aspect, certainly the Philippines is looking to transform its economy. That transformation can only occur when our workforce is, I think the buzzwords that everybody uses now is upskill and reskill. And we look to Germany for much of that training, especially since we are very much immersed now in the digital space and the high technology requirements for the workforce. The training for high technology jobs in the workforce is something that will be necessary to keep our economy thriving. And again, that is the area that we are hoping. As I said, we have agreed on the exchanges between our TESDA, or the technical educational system, and the German Institute for Vocational Training. So that we hope will be a continuing effort, and that will be, I believe, an advantage to the Philippines because our workforce will be better trained, and it will be an advantage to Germany because we will now have a workforce that can contribute to the German economy as well. It's not really for me to comment on what might be the results of the upcoming presidential election in the United States and the policies that the new president or the re-elected president will undertake. But we of course watch with great interest and we relate all those policies towards, for example, NATO, to the situation back home, back in our region, in the Indo-Pacific. On the first part of the question, we have not rejected any proposals that China has made to us. But the premise is something that we question. And that premise that China has made is that their territory follows what is now described as a 10-line. This is not recognized by any country, any international body, certainly not by the Philippines. Our baselines have been well established for years now. We have the economic zone that China has already intruded upon. And until that premise that China has made in terms of all its discussions with the Philippines, then it's very difficult to see a way forward, because it is, for myself, for example, as I always explain, when I took office, I took an oath to defend and support the Constitution of the Philippines. The first article of the Constitution of the Philippines is the article that describes and defines the territorial area, maritime and land-based territory of the Philippines. And it is my duty, I have no choice but to defend that.